Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Girl Guitar. We have a very interesting collab here, Dwight Yoakam and Post Malone. Okay, so this song is called I Don't Know How to Say Goodbye, Bang Bang Boom Boom. Longest title ever. Anyway, we've seen Post Malone doing collabs and going in direction of this country side of the music, and yeah, that's nice, and it fits him very well actually. So this is one of these collabs here. We will work with a capo set here on the first fret. That's the setup, and we have only 3 chords that makes up this long song. So let's go into the 3 chords, and we have A, E, and D. So starting with A, that goes open A, second D, second G, second B, and open E. And E next, that goes open E, second A, second D, first G, open B, and open E. And the final chord will be D. So that will be open D, second G, third B, and second E. Alright, so E, A, D, that's what we're gonna work with. And we have a strumming pattern that goes down, up, down, up. Okay, so if you grab the first chord, the A, it goes like this. So I try to emphasize the second and last down. So that means I play more of a stronger down on that one. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I give a little extra kick there and I go all the way down. And the other downs and ups, maybe I chew a little more on fewer strings, like just short downs and ups, and then I really try to emphasize that second down, and that gives us this jumpy feeling when it comes to strumming. Imagine a horse going or so, and they actually do that in the music video in the end part of it. So yeah, that is really the feeling we want. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, so yeah, let's go into the song and the first verse. We have a strumming pattern that goes A, 4 string rounds, and then E, 4 string rounds, and then you stay on E and play another 4 string rounds, and then a 2 plus an extra down and the pause. And that technique we're gonna work with a lot here in this song, with the down, a pause, and then it starts again. That's the first half of it. So A4, E4, then E4 again, and A2 plus an extra down. Then you're gonna continue with A4, D2 plus and down and a pause. And then you're gonna start again with A2, E2, and then A2 plus an extra down and the pause. So I'm gonna speak me while I'm playing, all right, so I really can follow. So let's go from the start, starting with A4. E4, again E4, A2, down, pause, and again A4, D2, down, pause, and A2, E2, A2, down, and pause. And that is one round in the verse play, and that's what you're gonna play, okay? Then over now to the chorus play and the lyrics, bang, bang, boom, boom. That's where we are. So we're gonna start with E4, then A2 plus an extra down and a pause. We're gonna play that for 2 rounds, okay? So again, E4 and A2 plus an extra down and a pause. Then we're gonna go to D4 and A2 plus 1 extra down and a pause. And then finally E4 and A4. All right. So I'm gonna speak again me while I'm playing. So let's go from the beginning with E4. E2, down, and pause, and again E4. A2, down, and a pause. Now D4. A2, down, and pause, and E4, and A4. right, so that is the first chorus ending, and over from that right into a solo part. I don't think we have to play all that, okay? But it will be, just to explain, A4, E4, E4, and back to A4. Okay, and then you're gonna go with A4, E4, E4, and then A2 plus one extra down in the pause. And that's the end of the solo part. So imagine you have two very similar rounds of A4, E4, E4, A4, and you're gonna play that again for the second half of it, and then the final chord, instead of playing the A4, you have A2 plus one extra down in the pause. That is the solo part, and over now to the third verse, actually, because I forgot to mention you're gonna play two verses right after each other. So imagine you play the first verse and then for two rounds, or the second verse. I think it's the second verse actually. So now technically it will be the third verse played after the solo parts. Okay, that third verse is played again in the same way as the two previous verses, so no changes there. And then we have the second chorus. Okay, and you will play that in the exact same way as the other choruses, so no changes there. The only difference here will be to play the last chord A. Instead of playing that for A4 rounds, you're gonna play for 2 rounds and an extra down. So that is the only difference there in the chorus play. And then we have the outro part left, and it goes from the verse there into the final A, and from there on you're gonna continue with D2, then A2, E2, and then finally A2 plus one extra down. And that is the end of this song with Dwight Yoakam and Post Malone. I don't know how to say goodbye. So, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Only 3 chords, very easy to play this one. And we have simple strumming patterns as well. So, you have to really have the timing for switches with all the downs and pauses in between there, but otherwise, just straightforward. So, give it a try. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, play tuned.